Good afternoon, YouTube. Here is my Alembic Classico, which is a custom model. It wasn't customized for me, but it has been around for a while. There's some speculation that it belonged to Kate Bush's bass player John Giblin. I think I'll write that in the description, but yeah. And there are only two of these specific Classicos with the 6 knob configuration that we've got going on here. The rest of them are just these 3. It's quilted maple, and it's basically it's neck through. I wonder if I can show you. I probably can. It's a neck through thing, so it's pretty fantastic. Here, this plate houses the controls, volumes, general things. So you can alter the volume of your pickup, and generally all the wiring is in there. And in here is the battery and socket. Can you see that on there? Yeah, just about. Yeah, the socket and the battery, it runs on one 9-volt battery, and that's pretty much it. Neck through, it's very nice. Yeah, I mean it's a wonderful instrument. You can see how thin it is. It's not very thin. It is just beautiful, really. It's not very heavy. Oh, he says it's not too bad, but I think for long gigs, need a car if you can fit it in one. But it comes with a gig bag, and I'm a big strong boy, so I can take it pretty much anywhere. And that's pretty much it. It's got a custom pickup, which is a piezo pickup in here, which is nice, and it's also got just your normal Alembic neck pickup here. So it's pretty cool. Generally for live, I would just use the neck pickup because the piezo is very noisy, and it picks up all sorts of vibrations. And I don't know if you've noticed, but with active basses as well, they generally, if you've got your phone on you, they generally pick up interference. So always got to be careful, which is why you turn your phone on airplane mode. Pretty much. Okay, so let's just talk about the controls that we've got. There aren't many, but you do have to understand what it's doing. So I've got a switch here at the bottom, and it's not a mono and stereo switch. It's basically it's a blend, really. So if it's towards me, you can blend the 2 pickups, the piezo and the neck. And if it's away from me, it's just going to be the neck pickup that is working active. They have their own individual sound, which is cool. And yeah, it's cool that you can blend the 2. This bass is generally quite noisy, and I think that's just because a lot of the interference travels through the piezo pickup and around the body. So yeah, for live, I would use that. It would just be these 3 here. So yeah, so you've got volume, 2 volumes, 1 for each pickup, as is, this is sort of mids and trebles and bass. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just have a bit of a play. I'll play whatever comes out of my fingers. There is no specific thing that I will play here. So volume up. Now generally, I've noticed, having a bit of a play around, is that this is the more dominant pickup. And you can tell that because when I turn the volume down for this, you'll get more of this in the sound. He says hopeful. Now there's a tiny change there, and that was this pickup becoming prominent. Let's give it again. You hear that? Yeah. But it's cool. You can end up with loads of different like blending options. If you turn off this pickup completely, it's just the neck. So that's just the volumes really. You can hear a difference with the bass and treble. Obviously, if we just switch over to the piezo for now, which is here, you should be able to hear the difference when I alter the bass and the treble. Big difference. You dial that in. It's got a really big sound, especially if you have the treble halfway and the bass full. It's really quite woody and big. Yep. I mean, yeah, and obviously if you just switch over to the neck pickup, it's the same. And you don't have to control very much to get the sound you want, but you can do. Bass off. Nice and big. Yeah, and I don't really play very much with the bow, but you can have a nice, this is the bow it came with, now my bow playing is somewhat suspect, but you can get, you know, good sounds. Pretty good. Obviously, you could switch it over if you wanted to, and you could have, well, I don't know, loads of bass for big bass tones. I don't play very much with the bow, but you get the idea that you can get nice things. So it's obviously it's quite a cool little thing, and I've got stuff to work on with it. I've got to work on my bow playing, and my general upright playing there. But you know, it's pretty good. It's good fun. It's good to take on gigs. I've played it with a few jazz gigs and a few country gigs, so it's good. Just for the output, in case you guys are wondering what it's going out of, it's just going mono at the moment, jack out, but you can go. It's got its own 5-pin XLR sort of way out as well to go stereo, and these things are to dampen the strings from vibrating. This, don't know if you can see that there on the thing. I wonder if I can show you. There's a cable and a socket. If you unplug that, then the piezo stops working. So that's a pretty cool technique. That's probably if there's loads of interference on a gig and you just can't do it anymore, then fine. It's also probably just to take that out as well. But that's pretty much the bass. It is obviously fretless, as you can tell. It does have lines. It does have dots down the side. It's very nicely made. There's a couple of dings, but I'm pretty sure they're not from me. I try very hard not to ding anything. There is one ding on the back of the headstock, but that was before I got that. So yeah, so with that, what I'll do is I've recorded a little bit of a jazz track, just so you get to hear it in action, hopefully. If I decide that it's not good enough, it won't end up in the video, will it? But yeah, so any questions, let me know. But that's the Alembic Classico from Alembic, custom job. And it's a very nice thing, and I hope that this has been somewhat informative. Yeah. Alright, cheers guys, thank you.